Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a new group to the channel before. I don't know these folks, but I saw their name in a Reddit thread mentioned, and somebody had made a good comment about them. The Faux Paws. Who could not love that name? And Screaming Porch was the person who had mentioned them, and I don't know Screaming Porch. There's so many people who comment in this particular Reddit forum that in any case, but some of the folks there seem to know their stuff, and I'm like, oh, a new group, I want to check them out. So that's what we're doing today. And I don't know where they're from. I don't know what their deal is. I grabbed just a song. Screaming Porch didn't mention the song. He just mentioned the group that they're, keeping not traditional country alive, but they're non-pop. They're not bro country. So I'm like, hey, let's give them a shot. So I went, checked out their channel. I'll put the link to their channel below. I think they had 218 subs when I went and grabbed it. So they're not huge, but any love or support or following that you give them, I'm sure would be appreciated. And then we'll go from there. But I grabbed this song, Anyelsewhere. I've never heard that word, those words before. Anywhere else I've heard of, but Anyelsewhere, not that expression. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. Let me put my trusty headphones on. Here we go. Well, that's pretty already, the music.
Day never felt longer, and time never passed so slow. And you left for the leaving, 'cause you don't know how to say that you just don't know.
That was open-ended. We don't know why this person left.
I can hear the gulls crying in the harbor. Sun and salt on skin.
Love this bass.
And am I wrong for the asking? Must it be as it's always? Oh, I know you've been needing to be any elsewhere. Before you start running, wait for me, I'll meet you there.
Nice sax, huh? Where's Port Townsend?
Peter walked on the water. Moses walked on dry land.
Interesting contrast.
If the good Lord is willing, we'll walk all the way to the promised land. Oh, I know you've been needing.
Love the way they harmonize.
To be any elsewhere.
Anywhere else, any elsewhere.
Before you start running, wait for me, I'll meet you there.
Fascinating. it.
It's true, I love you dearly. And it's true what they say, that we are slaves of the hourglass, bound by the horizon. And
wait a minute, slaves of the hourglass. I've never heard that before. Yeah, I mean, it's at least two ways. I mean, we're governed by the clock on a daily basis. But then on a broader sense, we're going to die one day, so we have a certain number of years to get our things in. And if we want to leave a legacy, let's say, leave our mark on the world in some way, we conduct our lives a certain way, maybe with a greater appetite for risk, or maybe we care about our children and we want a legacy to extend through them. Some people don't care about that at all and just live for themselves, and and they conduct their lives that way. They tend to be shallower lives, my take on it. But all that said, we live for the hour. This sounds like obviously a relationship. Well, let me see if it gets cleared up. But it sounds like she wants to leave, but we don't know though. It could be a child wants to leave, but or a friend. It doesn't say it's a romantic relationship, but that's the implication. That's how.
the sun sets near on every day. Oh, I know you've been needing to be any elsewhere. Before you start running, wait for me, I'll meet you there. When the world around you is just too much to bear, and you
Gold?
can't keep running, wait for me, I'll meet you there. Wait for me, I'll meet you there.
I like his voice. Oh, two brothers, looks like Van Nostrand's and a dude. They harmonize really well together. It was beautiful. I mean, uniquely beautiful. The instrumentation, I mean, the bass they drove deep. It kind of like was underneath the whole thing, as bass is anyhow. But the song was open-ended because we weren't provided answers. There was nuance. I love being made not to guess, but to figure it out. And some songs are on the nose, all right? The woman left, the guy screwed up, he cheated, he got caught, he wishes she'd come back, and she's not coming back. All right, no imagination required on our behalf to figure out what's going on. This one, to me, it was likely a lover. He doesn't sound distraught, so it could be a friend. It's not likely to be a child because you don't say before you run, let me know and I'll meet you there. But it could be a parent who wants to help out his or her distraught child, or when the world is too much to bear. It's just somebody that cares for another person, but in what context? And I love trying to figure out what little pieces were in there that would clue me in, like a crossword puzzle, to the details that makes the composite picture as to what this relationship is and why. But it really was just a general depiction of the challenges of life, the hourglass. This person chose not to be a slave to the particular geography of the hourglass, so wants to leave and go somewhere else, maybe find a different hourglass, a different way in which to relate to the hourglass, get things done in life, maybe to just have greater peace. We don't know. But there was such a gentleness with which the vocals occurred in this song. It was really refreshing. And then a video like this, it wouldn't have been shot in one day. I don't think it could be. I guess it could be, but you've got to pick out where you're going to shoot it. You got to get your camera set up. Some of the shots were just simple, all right? Set up a tripod and shoot the saxophonist right by the marina. But the one shot where the guy it was a fiddle player. He was by a bend in the creek, and it was an up top shot, so it was almost like they went up a tree, and or I doubt brought a ladder, but could have, and shot down on that. That takes time to set up. You got to pick the location and whatever. But I love the fiddle in this. The sax was a very nice touch. And instrumentation was simple, like not overdone, but spot on. I'm gonna gosh, Screaming Porch, if you see this, I don't know if you will, but I'm glad I read your comment in that thread, whichever thread it was. Then, all right, I'm rating it. The number that popped into my head was a 9.3, and it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous song, and really good musicians and a production in this song. So the link is down below if you want to check out their other stuff, folks. I don't know what they do. I don't know where they're at of. We'll find out at some point, I'm sure of it. So there you go. That goes in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
Oh, I know you've been needing to be any elsewhere.